Whatever we play or not with a microphone in our hands, it will be good to learn to hold the harmonica correctly, so as not to find us with habits that can limit us in the development of the technique in the future. In fact, the hands that hold the instrument play an important role in many aspects, not only supporting the instrument but excluding small covers of small size. The hands will be our sandbox and will therefore be our hands that influence in decisive way also the sound. For this reason, I would like to dedicate this video exclusively to our hands and their importance, since their position will be the color of our hands. Let's see how and why. In the first video of this series, I indicated two different positions, one with the register operated by the index and one by the thumb. Both allow a control of closing and opening of the sound box we created, consequently favoring or not the projection of the sound and its timbre. Our hands can influence our musical performance, and which aspects? We start from an effect that many of you know with its onomatopoeic name, wah-wah, because it is very exploited, especially on the diatonic harmonica that, thanks to its very small size, can be completely enclosed in your hands, increasing the effect, making the result one of the features of this instrument. As I said before, it is an effect, but it makes us understand how the hands can change the sound. We will note that as far as volume is concerned, the width of the gap created by the separation of the hands will not affect so much, or at least what one would expect, when the volume of the sound, but rather will be reflected on the timbre. With separate hands creating a more or less large slit, the sound of harmonica will be very bright in the treble, while with the hands closed or ajar, you will get a different, more compact sound. The closed hands will therefore not be intended only as a mute effect, but the concrete possibility to intervening on the sound, because they can generate a whole series of intermediate colors depending on how we place them. Aware of this, we will have to know the potential of this action and to learn how to manage the result to meet our musical needs and our executive sensitivity. The important thing then will be not to immediately adopt the theme position, but get used to shaping the sound in your hands, looking for our expressiveness through their action. The hands will therefore participate in our performance and indeed become an integral part of our performance, greatly extending our expressive possibilities on the instrument and characterizing her performance. Here is an example with the country dance from the 5 pieces by Gordon Jacob. Suppose we want to perform this music with this dynamic. First phrase, forte. Second phrase, mezzo piano. Third phrase, forte. Fourth phrase, mezzo piano, crescendo to forte. Now I play everything without hands. Now I use my hands to increase expressiveness and dynamics. As you have seen, I also used my hands to increase and decrease the sound and at the same time vary the timbre. Initially we must strive and apply ourselves for this use, but with time it becomes an integral part of our way of playing and expressing ourselves on the instrument. In this regard, I remind you of an already discussed topic, namely the relationship between the dimensions of the harmonica and the dimensions of our hands. We are able to choose between harmonics with different extension and consequently with different dimensions. It would be advisable in some cases to consider this relationship. In fact, in the case of a very large hand, the use of 12 holes could create some problem, making the instrument disappear between the palms, as well as the possibility that the index finger used on the register could get over the instrument or even touch the face or press the register in a part of the non-ideal finger. This condition also would not allow you to manage your hands with freedom by attaining that sound management that I said before. In case like this, a larger instrument like 14 or 16 holes could be convenient. Even the contrary case of a small hand could influence the choice of the instrument. It may be difficult to continuously move the hands over the entire length of the instrument while we play 16 holes. Besides creating a certain difficulty to reach the register, in this case the 12 could be the most suitable choice. There are other aspects that concern the hands, but we will talk about them later when we talk about the vibrato. And for now, you know. Take care about where you put your hands on the harmonica too. Ciao!